So we're still on lesson 2. We're still simplifying these expressions. We've used commutative and associative property, but now we're going to add in the distributive property. The distributive property is if I manage to somehow bring in ice cream for each and every one of you, not only would you be the happiest people in the world, but in order for me to hand them out to you, I would need to make sure that I go into my bucket of ice cream and I give ice cream to each and every single person in my group. Okay? Mathematically, that distribution is a multiplication thing. So you're going to multiply this number outside, the coefficient for the group, to each term inside the group. Okay? So you're going to take the number that's outside the parentheses, and you're going to multiply it to each and every single thing inside the parentheses. All right? Let's practice that to make sure it feels fluid, okay? Flip the page for me. Meet me at the top. Here we go. Stay with me. Excuse me. All right. Here's my number outside, the 2. I am going to distribute it to the 6. That's a multiplication, so I'm going to write 2 times 6. Yeah, it's going to be 12, but don't write 12 yet. Right now I want you to write out that we're doing 2 times 6. All right, now I'm going to figure out what sign goes here, whether it's plus or minus. Here's a plus. The 2 is a plus. Because they're the same, this is a plus. All right. Now I'm going to take the 2 and I'm going to distribute it to the x. 2 times x. All right. Now I'm going to do the multiplication. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 2 times x is 2x. Here is my final answer. Let's look at the next one. We're going to distribute again, yes? The 10 goes to the n, and I end up with 10 times n. Okay, let's look at the symbol. In here I have a minus. Out here I have a plus. Are they the same or different?
Different.
So this is a minus. Now I'm going to distribute the 10 to the 5. I don't have to worry about the 5 being negative. I just look at just the 5 now. 10 times 5, or 50. Feels okay? Okay, we're going to look at the last 2. Because now we've got some more negatives in there. Want to make sure that we feel comfortable handling these negatives. Negative 3 times 3x. I heard negative 6. I heard someone try to say negative 9. 3 times 3 is? Negative 9. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. The sign between the 2 terms. This is a plus, this is a minus. They're the same or different?
Different.
So this is a minus.
So it's never going to be plus?
Yeah? We had a plus here.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Negative 9.
Put it up, show them over.
3 times 1.
Still 3.
And it's negative 3. Okay, let's look at this one. Negative 4 times 6y. Negative 4 times 6 is? Negative 24. Calm down, calm down. Negative 4 times negative 8 is?
32.
Positive or negative?
Wait, what is it?
Negative 4, negative 8.
Oh,
It's positive.
Positive and positive equals negative.
Good.
I don't care.
Awesome. All right, let's look at the examples really quick to see which ones are going to be the most challenging. Let's do those together before we release you to your daily work, okay?
Number 10.
Number 10. All right. Any others?
6, 8, 9, 7, and 10.
Let's try to bring it down. I agree with you on 9. 5 and 6 look exactly like what we did on the front side of the page. 8, okay, so 8, 9, and 10. I agree with that. The trick to these when they're all mixed together is to distribute, ma'am, gentlemen, is to distribute first. So I'm going to keep everything the same, but I'm going to handle this distribution first. 2 times 3 is?
6.
2 times negative 5 is?
10.
And now, this becomes exactly like what we did on the front side of the page. Find your like terms, commute, move them around, associate things to add and subtract those like terms. Okay? Continue with number 8. I'm not going to give you the full answer because it's exactly like what you did on the front of the page. Okay? Let's look at number 9. We're going to distribute first. This has a parentheses. So, yeah, there's a negative 1. So I have negative 1 times 7, which is just negative 7. Poof. All right, going to distribute. Negative 10 times 8. Negative 80. Negative 10 times 6y. Negative 60 what? And then I'm not doing anything with the negative 12. And once again, this now looks like all the ones from the front side of the page. Yes? Which we've already done. Okay? Let's look at number 10. This one looks intimidating because now we have 2 groups of things and oh my god, there's a fraction.
Say what?
Oh my goodness.
Did you just convert it
To what?
like decimal?
Okay, I've heard to deal with those fractions, you could convert it to a decimal. The concern is that doesn't really fix the problem because now I'm going to have to do 3 times some sort of decimal. And as you notice, you don't have a calculator in front of you. No. So, so mean. No, I want to show you how to do without a calculator so that way you can learn how to handle them because I know what's coming up for you in Algebra 2 in a year or so, year or two. In that we're going to give you fractions that suddenly don't have any numbers, it's all variables.
What?
The process to handle them is the same as when there's numbers. So I want to remind you how to handle them now while they're easy. Don't convert them to decimals. We're going to handle them as fractions. All right, let's distribute the first group. Okay? Negative 5 times 11 is?
Negative 55.
Good. Negative 5 times negative 2n. 10, positive or negative?
Negative.
The signs are the same?
Oh, wait, they're positive.
Good.
The negative and negative is positive.
That's okay. That's all right. Okay, 3 times 9.
27.
27.
Hey.
All right, now for this one, remember distribution says multiply these together. I am not going to actually multiply them. I'm just going to write that I need to. Okay? All right, all the rest of this stuff in front, I'm going to leave the same, so I'm just going to copy it down in black because I'm not making any changes. Now I'm going to make some changes here. I'm going to rewrite the 3 as a fraction. How do I take a whole number and turn it into a fraction?
3 over 1.
Yeah, 3 over 1. I'm going to trade out the parentheses for an actual multiplication symbol. I'm going to use the dot today. There's my fraction. And then I'm just gonna let the variable hang out and not do anything right now. All right. Rewriting the line again, I'm not making any changes to this front part. I'm only dealing with this now. I'm gonna multiply the fractions. To multiply fractions, you're gonna go straight across. But I'm gonna write it without having done the multiplication. I'm just gonna write that I need to. Okay?
This one has so much.
Yes, there's a lot going on here, but because I'm showing you every single little step, and eventually you get to the point where you can jump from here to this very next line I'm about to write without having to write any of the work in between. I'm writing the work to show you what's happening. All right, as I'm looking at this, do I see any numbers in the numerator and in the denominator that are the same?
Yes.
Get rid of them. Bye, Felicia. And now I am going to write this fraction. Oh, but it's 4/1. So you know what? I can just write 4.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
As you get comfortable seeing this pattern, you will be able to go from this line to this line, and all the rest of this mess in here happens in your head without you needing to write it. That's your goal for the end of the year.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to be able to do it today. You don't have to be able to do it tomorrow. You have to be able to do it someday before the year ends.
Wait, what are we supposed to do?
Go from this line
That whole thing in our head.
to this line. And you don't write any of this stuff down. That's the goal. You don't have to do it today. You don't have to do it tomorrow.
Don't forget
You're going to do it someday.
I'll do the same.
Okay.